Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the new trading week. I am Dan from Trading with Dan. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, we shall go straight over to those Bitcoin 4-hour charts. Yes, Bitcoin on the 4-hour. We are having another test down into our support zone, just underneath it at the moment. Obviously CMEs have opened, potentially just looking like a little bit of a gap fill, and now we have to decide, do we push onwards and upwards from here? Do we get back above about 58,500 and then try and get back above 60,000, which we actually just wicked up to before me making this move down in a little mini swing failure sort of thing that we see so much in Bitcoin. Are we gonna pump back above, get back above 60,000, and then start to recover in the $60,000 to $64,000 level, or failing that, are we gonna stay under this well, we can call it resistance zone now? Are we going to stay under this area and then come and try and take out this low about 55,500, and then we should realistically see low $50,000 Bitcoin if that is to be the case. If that is to be the case, it is not going to be the worst thing, as providing we do hold that level, consolidate in this area, and then ultimately break upwards. That could very much be on the cards, just based on just a larger time frame charts, but obviously we don't realistically want to see that. We want to just consolidate in this zone. If we're going to have to consolidate for a longer period of time, why not be back up in this zone? Why not be up here? But either way, we are at an inflection point at the moment, pretty much. Do we move back above, take out 60,000 and start to look particularly good again, or are we going to take out this low and then pretty much on the balance of probabilities visit lower $50,000 levels before some squeaky bum time, hoping to hold this level, consolidate, and then push back onwards and upwards. Ethereum Satoshi pairing having a little bit of a pullback, but trying to recover here now, obviously with the Bitcoin price potentially trying to stabilize and recover. We'll see what happens. Either way, this is still looking good. Realistically, until we actually break below these lows. You would have to assume we have got more upside on the cards, but we'll have to see how it plays out. If Bitcoin just decides that is it for this bull run, then obviously this pairing, it probably isn't going to do so well. We will have to see. Bitcoin dominance, if you want to have a look at that as well, looking quite positive, as in positive if you want a lower value here. If we could take out this low and then break this area, we could be looking for a significant move down. You could look at this as a bull flag in the shorter time frame, but we just have to see how it goes. Bear flag. If it was a bear flag, then yeah, we'll probably take out this low and start to move into the resistance area. But either way, it's kind of good to see it not going up at the moment, easing off, and potentially able to move lower. Our friend the DXY, the tallest midget in the world, in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. And yeah, as you can see, still looking good, still looking strong up here. But whilst ever we have got stock markets still looking good and risk assets still looking good in the face of that dollar move up, it's not really anything to worry about. And then there's always the obviously the ability for the dollar to have a pullback even within its strong bullish uptrend, and that pullback could give us a pump in risk assets in sort of a ratcheting up fashion, where the dollar rises, risk assets don't really come down much. The dollar pulls back, risk assets pump. Although if you actually look at stocks, they just pretty much only up anyway at the moment. What else? 10-year just stabilized and just holding around there. Gold, as we can see, well, it's important horizontal here. came back and testing it, and now trying to push off it. I mean, this is what it needs to do if we are going to see basically 2,000 plus dollar gold. We need to forward check, back check, and pay check. But I mean, this is the tiniest of bounces at the moment. Is this going to be what gets us back above this high? We shall have to see. We'll actually draw a line on, because in the short term it's potentially important. Obviously not in the larger time frame. We got more important levels, but in the short term, breaking the back above there, we could see more acceleration to the upside. Not too much else I want to look at on here. Just look at the ETH USD pairing. Yeah, couldn't really make it above this horizontal, easing back below this level here. But I mean, this is sort of an area there or thereabouts. We just didn't really want to draw in another grade area. But yeah, if we hold here, we can push onwards and upwards. If we lose here, this could be looking actually quite bearish. It could be looking like we are going to come down and then take out this horizontal on this occasion. And then, I mean, we have got some levels to look at. We'll have to extend this along, because just in case we do end up down there, we have to basically have it still on our chart. But yes, if we do lose this, then this realistically will be the area we need to consolidate in between 3,500 and 4,000 dollar Ethereum. Right, let's look at stochastics. I suspect that 10-12 round daily maybe not looking as hot at the moment. 4 hour downward pressure from the 4 hour certainly at the moment. 10 hour looking to turn back over, hasn't quite yet though, so that's not as bad as I did expect it to be coming down. 12 hours similarly threatening to turn back down, but hasn't quite yet. Daily threatening to turn back up, but hasn't quite yet. Buy daily still diving. I mean, yeah, we can't call this a bullish reset, because price action has come down, but we can call it a reset, a consolidation within the wider range for the Bitcoin price, which has pulled this down. So eventually, if it turns back up, could give us some upside impetus. 3 days still coming down, loads of room. 5 day down, weekly down, bi-weekly good, monthly good. So yeah, I mean, without even looking at the stochastics, it's pretty obvious to see from our horizontals here that we just need to get back above 58,500 and then get back above these highs here, 60,000, and then I think we'll start to look a lot better. We can get into this zone, and then once we're back in this zone, ultimately we can play it out for a bit of time and then decide, do we actually then come down, take out this horizontal, come and test the low 50s, or do we just push straight onwards and upwards to the upper 60Ks and then beyond to new all-time highs. That is what we are looking at. Everything is just a game of probabilities. Pretty much just look for the confirmations above or below the levels. Just keep an eye on traditional markets now that they will be open after a couple of days off, after the weekend off. I mean, in crypto, what an alien proposition that is. To just the markets to be shut for 2 days, and then when they're open, they're not even open for most of the day anyway. They're only open for about 8 hours, so it's ludicrous. It is ludicrous. Although the futures of traditional markets, they're open 24 hours, just not the weekend. But anyway, so yeah, thanks for listening, guys. This is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope we all have a fantastic week. Hope we all had a great weekend, and I shall speak to you guys soon.